DC News Now. A gas explosion causing chaos in Columbia Heights.
Scary sight to see all the walls caving in.
We're hearing from witnesses in the DC neighborhood.
It's been dry for this Friday, but there's more rain on the way this weekend. We'll time out when some showers and storms will roll through.
Plus, back open for business. Ocean City bringing good news just in time for the weekend. Then, polls are officially open in Virginia. We're catching up with voters who got out to vote early.
We want people to feel as if they are in that room of the White House.
And you no longer need to imagine what goes on inside the walls of the White House. Coming up, a look inside DC's newest museum, recreating 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue.
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
And thank you for joining us for DC News Now at 5. I'm Mark Hall.
And I'm Annalisa Gale. All right, we start with a live look outside at the National Mall. The sun is out on this beautiful Friday, but things could change tomorrow.
Let's head over to meteorologist Damon Madsen with a check on our forecast. Damon, I guess for part of the weekend, we may need an umbrella.
Yeah, we're going to be watching for that as we move into the weekend. But I gave a little fist pump there when I saw that view. Golden hour is back across the DMV. Yes, folks, that's all because we got that sunshine in plentiful fashion on this Friday. And it continues as we head towards your Friday night. The satellite and radar picture has been very, very quiet. The most quiet it's been throughout the entire week here. And that plentiful sunshine was the reason we actually saw our temperatures jump up a good bit. It's been warm out there after a cool start to the morning. We reached 82 so far in Cumberland, 83 in Hagerstown. How about DC? 86 degrees, summertime, trying to get one last punch in here with, of course, fall coming around the corner on Sunday. So warm and quiet, that is going to be the trend we hold on to as we go over the next few hours here. Soon after sunset, of course, it will start to cool off as we continue to have a good amount of clear sky through your Friday night. Now, this quiet weather, it is set to continue into the start of your weekend on Saturday, but there is going to be some showers and storms moving through during the day tomorrow. So we'll time out when and where those showers and storms will be and when you're most likely to need that umbrella. That's all coming up in your full forecast in just a bit.
All right, Damon, thank you. Well, developing now, Naresh Bhatt has been denied bond again. Meantime, supporters of Mamta Kafli Bhatt say that prosecutors say she was dismembered, put in bags, and disposed of around Northern Virginia. Bhatt appeared in court today after he asked to be released from jail on bond. Now, Bhatt is charged with concealing a dead body in connection to the disappearance of his wife. She was last seen in July. They say her body was put into dumpsters and trash compactors. Now, so far, her body has still not been found.
Mr. Bhatt is right where he needs to be, which is locked up, not only for our safety, but his.
Trial has now been set for December 9th.
Developing now, Prince George's County police are investigating a deadly shooting near the Largo Town Center. It happened near the Taco Bell and Applebee's on Largo Center Drive just after 1 p.m. Police say that when they got to the scene, they found a man in the road with gunshot wounds. Investigators believe the victim was targeted.
It's a very, vibrant, popular shopping center in the center of our county. As you can see, there were many people who were extremely upset, on the other side of the crime scene. So this is very disturbing. And, again, when it comes to, any, acts of violent crime, we take it serious and we want to bring, justice to the situation.
At last check, road closures were reported near the scene on Medical Center Drive from Largo Center Drive and Medical Center Drive to Landover Road.
Also in Maryland this afternoon, a teen is facing charges in connection to social media threats made against DC schools. On Thursday night, police say they were alerted to an Instagram post that showed photos of weapons alongside a list of DC schools. Now, through their investigation, they connected that post to a 15-year-old boy from Brandywine. Police say those photos were taken from the web and the teen did not have a weapon. Now, he's charged with threats to kidnap or injure a person. Police boosted their presence around schools today out of an abundance of caution. Also developing now, a woman is recovering after an explosion in an apartment building in Northwest D.C. this morning and this afternoon. We're hearing from a neighbor who says he rushed in to help her. D.C. News Now's Kevon Dupree joining us now live with the latest. Kevon, what are you hearing?
That's right, Annalisa. The neighbor we spoke with says he didn't have much time to think before jumping in. And we're actually in front of the apartment building where that explosion took place earlier. I'm going to step out of the way so you can get a better look. All of the people who live in the building evacuated shortly after the explosion. Fire officials are calling it an accidental gas explosion and say it happened in a third-floor unit. One woman was severely hurt. Details of this story may be disturbing for some.
I don't know, my coworker was like calling me like, hey, there's an explosion, you better come here. And I'm like, I was just shocked, so I didn't mean to interrupt my classmates, but like I just had to grab my stuff and just get out.
Friday afternoon, people were processing what happened hours earlier at the place they call home. Among them, Angel Requeno.
Now, actually, I'm on the second floor. The explosion was actually on the third floor.
Requeno says he heard a loud boom in the apartment and quickly jumped into action.
My thoughts immediately was to grab the nearest fire extinguisher, and then I kind of heroically went into the burning apartment.
He says the unit had significant damage.
It was a pretty scary sight to see all the walls caving in, and you know, all the walls shattered, windows were exploded.
Requeno says he was able to get to the woman inside the apartment and tried to keep her calm. He recalls her being badly hurt.
Her front of her face, even her eyebrows were burned off, her hair, her skin seemed like a plastic bag was like melted onto her skin.
It's just crazy, like anything could happen.
Now, D.C. fire officials say that 3 units in the apartment building have been condemned, and an aid center has been set up for neighbors at a community center nearby. Reporting in Northwest D.C., I'm Kevon Dupree, D.C. News Now.
Kevon, thank you. Well, in Maryland now, the St. Mary's Sheriff is responding to threats of potential gun violence at the county fair this weekend. The sheriff's office says they are taking the threat seriously and thoroughly investigating out of an abundance of caution. Now, fairgoers will see extra law enforcement throughout the fair. The sheriff's office is asking attendees to be vigilant and call 911 if they notice anything suspicious.
Well, just in time for the weekend, several beaches are lifting a swim ban following medical waste washing ashore. Ocean City and Assateague State Park in Maryland. I continue to struggle with that. Both lifting swim bans today. Now, officials are still trying to figure out where the waste came from. But it's been several days since it's washed ashore, and samples of water came back normal during testing. As a precaution, visitors are still encouraged to wear shoes on the beach until further notice. Another note, some beaches are flying red flags today because of strong rip currents, so make sure that you check the conditions before you go in. Well, DC News Now continues to be your local election headquarters, and thousands of Virginia voters have already hit the polls in the first few hours of early voting today.
Yeah, DC News Now's Randy Bass is in Arlington at a new polling site. She's been catching up with voters there who are eager. Randy.
Hey, Annalisa, Mark, yes, this is the new Long Bridge Aquatics and Fitness Center, and it's also Arlington County's newest voting site. We talked with voters across Arlington today who tell us there's just far too much on the line to skip their trip to the polls this year. 45 days out from the presidential election, Virginia voters are already lining up by the dozens, ready to have their voices heard. More than 800 voters had cast their ballots at the Arlington County Government Center by noon Friday.
I was excited to vote early to get my vote counted.
Might as well get it out of the way early, no need in delaying the inevitable. We already know what we wanted to do.
A strong sentiment among many voters today saying their minds are already made up when it comes to the 2024 election. Virginia, a state notorious for being politically purple.
I mean, I think it's the most important thing we do, no matter who you vote for. I mean, I have my preference, but I think it's really important that we do it.
And across Arlington at the Long Bridge polling location.
It's a big election. Every election is big, but obviously we are voting for president this time. There's a lot a lot on the table.
Charles Luoma Overstreet is chief of voting at Longbridge. He's reminding everyone to bring IDs, research ahead of time, and take a moment to remember it's your right to vote.
We are privileged in this country to where we can have this option. Take advantage of it, make your voice heard, vote for your local and your national representatives. It's really important, and you know what? It feels good too.
And make sure you're bringing an ID with you to your local polling centers as you head out to the ballot box over the next 44 days. I can't believe it, 45 days until the presidential election. When you're going to the polling center, make sure you check online first. Some of those hours may change depending on your county or city. In Arlington, I'm Randy Bass, DC News Now.
All right, Randy. Yeah, we're getting closer and closer. Well, the White House Historical Association is now unveiling a new interactive museum exhibit. The People's House will tell visitors the story of the executive mansion and its inhabitants. It's a 33,000 square foot, 3-floor space featuring a full replica of the Oval Office that includes immersive galleries and exhibits. The goal there is to provide an experience for people to feel like they are actually in the room.
When you're in this gallery, we want people to feel as if they are in that room of the White House. The vast majority of the people who have the opportunity to visit here will not have the privilege to visit the White House itself.
That exhibit will be opening on Monday, September 23rd.
Well, tomorrow is the H Street Festival in Northeast DC. It's 12 blocks of amazing music, dance, art, and some delicious food, and a lot more. Thousands of people come every year. This is video from last year's event. DC News Now will be there with a tent, so be sure to say hi. And by the way, drivers, you need to be aware that there will be several street closures and parking restrictions along H Street and Florida Avenue. Those are in effect from 4 a.m. until 11 p.m.
Yeah, you can always guarantee that you'll see the whole city out there and pretty much everyone that you know.
It's something. It is something special. I remember my first year here. I was just overwhelmed because where I'm from, we don't have.
You don't have anything like that. You're really outside if you're at H Street Festival.
Absolutely.